welcome back to my channel. Today I am here for a very much so requested video, and that is to show you guys how you can add, duplicate, delete certain pages in your digital planner. It's actually a very simple process, not complicated at all, but it adds that extra level of customization to your planner. The other thing I want to show you guys is how you can change like the labels here, because I've gotten questions about that. Like if you do take out a certain section of the planner, what can you do to change the label? And that's a pretty easy fix as well. Although I have to say that the fonts that are used in this planner, because I've gotten questions about that, are fonts that I did pay for. They're not fonts that would be preloaded on your iPad or your device. So just kind of keep that in mind. I do plan to eventually release a scripts bundle that will literally have just about every script you could possibly think of. However, if you are really wanting something, just reach out to me and let me know on Etsy. Just message me and I could easily put something together for you, like some sort of custom option. It wouldn't take me very long at all. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. But do stay tuned for eventually there being like a big scripts digital sticker bundle. That's something that I have on my to-do list. That is one of my higher priority items that I want to get out there for you guys, just based on the demand. A lot of you have wanted that. So yeah, I want to show you guys how you can sort of customize your pages. This is in GoodNotes 5. I do primarily use GoodNotes 5 for digital planning, and it's the app that I personally recommend using. However, I know that there are other apps out there like NoteShelf and Notability and things like that. In today's video, I'm just going to go through GoodNotes 5, but I'm sure that those other apps probably have a similar feature in them, I would think. So my recommendation would just be to search on YouTube. There's tons and tons of digital planning tutorials out there. That's how I learned everything and how I'm continuing to learn because I'm pretty new at this as well. So yeah, let me just go ahead and walk you through how you can go about changing your pages and things like that. So this is my digital planner that I have up in my Etsy shop. It's the Planning to Prosper all-in-one digital life planner. So all-in-one meaning it's going to have your monthly view, your weekly view, your daily view, and as well as all these productivity pages. And for even more customization, I did offer a couple sections of the index to be totally blank, where you can add your own pages and things like that. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'll probably just go to the budget section. So I'm going to click on money management. And some people, they prefer to just do a monthly budget. Other people like to do bi-weekly. Other people like to do paycheck budgets. And you get all options in here. So let's go to September finances. So you get all options here. You get your bi-weekly budgets, your paycheck budgets, and your monthly budget. So let's say you don't want your paycheck budgets. So what you would want to do is just go ahead and click on the paycheck budgets, because that'll take you to the little page you need here. And then there's these 4 little squares up here in the upper left hand side. So you're going to click on those and you'll see that it's going to be on the slide that you're on in the PDF, or the page that you're on in the PDF. So it's taking a bit to load because my internet here is awful, and this is a very, very large planner. So these are the paycheck budgets here, page 690, 691, and 692. So if you want to delete those, all you simply have to do is click select up here, and let's click 690, 691, and 692. And you can simply just click the trash button. And voila, now those pages are completely gone. So there's that. And then let's say you want to, see, I'm going to close this, and then we'll go back to our index, and we'll go back to money management, go back to September. And if you want to change those sections, so those sections are after the bi-weekly budget. So let's say you want to take some dot grid paper and you want to insert it where the paycheck budgets were. For that, and this is where, you know, switching around the pages and all that kind of stuff comes into play. For that, you're just going to, again, click those 4 square boxes up there, right to the left of the magnifying glass. And you would just select this page, the dot grid page, and click copy. And then we know that 690, 691, 692 is where the paycheck budgets were, so you can scroll back to where you want to be. And let's see, so here's the business budget. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and insert it right after this bi-weekly budget up here. So there's the bi-weekly budget, and I'm gonna add a page after, and I'm gonna click paste page. And look, now our dot grid is right there. So let's say I want a couple pages of that. So again, you're gonna click this little arrow, click add page after or before, whichever you wanna do, but I'm gonna do a page after, and I'm gonna paste the page that I copied. So now I have a couple dot grid pages there. So that's how you can insert pages and all that kind of stuff. Now let's say I want to duplicate a page, like a spending tracker. Say the 2 pages is not enough for you and you need more. So we would just simply go to the spending tracker, which it's really small on the camera, but I can see it in front of me. Oops, let's not check all those. So it's 686, and I don't know if you guys can see. I can see it in front of me, but it's like really tiny on the camera. So it's page 686. So let's say I want to duplicate that page, 686. All you have to do for that, you don't even have to copy and paste or anything. You click on the little arrow and click duplicate. And voila, now you've got 2 pages of spending trackers. So let's go and see that like particular section and how everything looks. So here's our September finances. There's our monthly budget, our weekly check-in, spending tracker. Normally you just have 1 page, but whoa, now you've got 4 or 4 like individual pages, 2 slides, but 4 pages. That makes sense. I'm a little loopy right now because I'm not feeling very good. Our whole family has head colds, I think. But yeah, so there's that. And then there's our sinking funds, our transaction log, debt tracker, savings tracker, net worth. There's our bi-weekly budgets and the business budget. And then here are our dot grid pages. And now I didn't realize I put this in the wrong spot. So let's go ahead and click those 4 little boxes at the top again. And I think, I'm kind of curious, I think, yeah, you can just hold and switch it around. Look at that. So you just press, see, and now that's moving, and you can put that where you want it to be. So let's go back. There's the bi-weekly budget, and now there we go. There's my 2 dot grid pages before my business budget, which is what I had wanted. So that's how you can move stuff around, pages around. You can delete stuff that you don't need. You can make extra pages of things like the spending tracker where you might need more space. You can rearrange things, all that kind of stuff. So to get back to our main like September page, you're just going to click on the September script. This little piggy, by the way, will take you back to the main page of like everything. So I'll just click on it to show you guys. So here's like the main page. So just something to be aware of, because I've gotten questions about that, is if you want to ever get back to like a main section, look for a little clip art thing in the upper left hand corner, because that will always take you back to that main section, so you don't have to like go back to the index and then click on it and all that kind of stuff. And then if you're ever wanting to get back to like the month and the budget or the wellness tracker, whatever it is, just look for the script of that month, click on it. I made that all clickable, so it should take you back. But let's go to September finances. Now I removed my paycheck budget. So let's say I want to rename these things. All you would simply do is you would take your pen tool up here and we would change that to white, and probably do like a thicker one, and you can simply just color this out like so. So I'm just gonna white all that out of there. Now let's say I want to, I don't know, you could add text if you want, or you can just handwrite it. So if I change that to black, I can handwrite it and say I'm gonna do my Christmas budget right there. Then you just would write over it. Now I know this might bug some people because it's not in the font and everything like that, and that's why I'm saying like eventually I will be releasing a scripts bundle where you can pull in the fonts and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, if it's really gonna bother you, just reach out to me on Etsy, message me, and I can very easily put something together for you. It wouldn't take me very long. So let's say I want to put my Christmas budget there, and then I want to rename this one. And I'm gonna change this to white again, and I'm gonna just color this out. And let's say for the month of September, we're gonna have a housewarming party. So I want to put in our party budget. Party budget. And then here's paycheck 5. We deleted that as well. So I'm gonna take again my pen tool, white that out. And you can use the text tool to write on top of this. You can just use your pen tool like I'm doing. It's really up to you how you wanna do it. But I'm gonna switch it to black again, and then let's make this moving budget. I'm gonna be moving soon. Well, hopefully very soon. Our house is at a standstill right now, but okay, so there's our moving budget. Now, something to be aware of here as well is that if you delete a page that was hyperlinked, it will remove that hyperlink. So something to be aware of here. So if I try to click on this Christmas budget, it's not gonna take me there. One way to avoid that, and it's a little bit of a pain, but one way to avoid that would be to just use your pen tool and just do like the same thing we did and just white everything out. So say I want to get rid of my September net worth. I can take my pen tool, switch it to white, and I can just, let's see how big I can make this. I think that's the biggest I can make it. You can just color it out. Another option would just be to create like a white square that you can lay on top. I am gonna offer different budget inserts very soon, and some of those inserts will have a white background. There's gonna be a transparent background and a white background, so if you wanted to lay something like on top and switch things around that way, you could. But that is something to definitely keep in mind when you are switching things around, is that if you click on something and it's hyperlinked to something and you delete that page, that will remove the hyperlink. So like clicking on here, that's not gonna work. But like I said, you could very easily create like a white square in Canva, for example, for completely free. Let me see if I could even, well, no, I can't, because that will show some stuff. Let me see if there's a way that I could just show you an example of that. So let's take my files over here. There's a little sneak peek of some of my stickers for my budget stickers. Where is, I think it's completed. Oh, completed sticker set. So let's see if I can find a square. This is for my purple fall, and it's not a white square, but it's a colored square. So I can just show you guys like what I mean. So let's pull this purple one over, and you guys will see what I mean by this. So you could take, now that we got our purple square, you could take this purple square and you can kind of stretch it out. So I could lay it up there and then kind of move it and you'll see that's covering the whole page now. So imagine that that is white, okay? Or, I mean, you could use a colored square if you really wanted to as well. But now I can write in with my black pen and put, I don't know, test page. And we'll make this our moving budget. Moving budget. Happy face, just because. Okay, so there's that. So now what we could do is we can go back to that September page, and it was the net worth that I covered up, I believe. Yeah, net worth. So I'm gonna take my pen tool again. I'm gonna switch it to white and color this out. And I'm gonna switch it to black and put test page, and now you'll see it'll still work. So this is a way to avoid the hyperlinks. Like if you still really want the hyperlink to work, this would be a way to do it. Instead of like, whatchamacallit, instead of deleting the page. So I'm gonna turn my pen tool off, click on test page, and look, there it is, right there. So that's one way to avoid it. That's probably what I would recommend, just so that you're not messing with the hyperlinks and stuff. So instead of like deleting pages and stuff, I would recommend doing this. Now, say you want to get some more dot grid somewhere. One thing you could do too is you could take your lasso and you can just trace that dot grid like that, tap on it, and then you can take a screenshot. Okay, so there's my screenshot. I'm gonna go ahead and save that image there. And let's say I want to put some dot grid on top of my bi-weekly budget. So there's my screenshot there. I could crop this if I want it to like, let's just crop that a little bit and clean it up. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. So now we've got dot grid on top of here instead of the bi-weekly budget. So that's another option too. So just to show you again, you take your lasso, you just trace the page you want. You could do a lined page as well. I also have graph paper in here, but you can just kind of trace around the page you want. You can click take screenshot, save that to your camera roll. And then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cover up this bi-weekly page as well. I would just open up my recent image. There it is. You can clean it up by cropping it a little bit, which I'm gonna do. And then we can just simply lay that right on top of there. And just kind of fit it however you want it to be. But now we've got dot grid pages instead of bi-weekly budgets. So you can, you know, make like your own little columns and things like that. Like say there's something in particular you want to track here, you could use your shapes tool, create like a little column, different sections. You know, this is not pretty, but it's, you get the point. So you could just do like, you could do like item, budget, actual, plus minus, and then like a note section, whatever you want to do. I mean, the opportunities, the options are literally endless here. So that's another thing you could do too. So again, as I was walking through this, I kind of realized like I would honestly avoid, deleting any pages because that will mess with your hyperlinks. So let's say we want to, do a duplicate transaction log. So what you could do is you could, you can probably hear Jules out there, you can take your lasso again. This works the same way. Take a screenshot, save it to your camera roll, and let's say I want to put that on top of this page, or you could also insert a blank page, which that's super easy to do. So if you go to those, the little 4 squares up there, there's blank pages right in the back here. I left a whole bunch of blank pages, and you could simply just, let's see, oh, you have to select it and then click copy. And then I'm gonna go up here. So I want to insert this add page after and paste the blank page. There we go. And now there's my blank page, and I could just take the little screenshot I took, and again you can crop it just to clean it up a little bit. Done. And I can add my transaction log there. And now, voila, I've got my sinking funds, my transaction log there, and then I've got another one there. So anytime you add a page or anything, it's not gonna hyperlink to it, so that's just something to be aware of. But you can very easily switch up, like, you know, the way you've got the pages laid out just by like doing that screenshot trick and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope that this was helpful. I think I showed you all that I wanted to show you, but if you guys have any questions or anything, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And other than that, I will chat with you all later. Oh, and I wanted to mention that there are going to be some extra videos this week because my budget planner is going to be released this weekend, so stay tuned for that. That's part of the reason this video is going up today, is because I wanted to have some extra days for those extra videos and stuff like that. So anyways, that's it for this one. I will chat with you all later. Bye.